Top of it, YouTube. It's your boy LT. And the short that you've seen, that scenario was very real and has very adverse consequences, not only to you, but other people on the road. So today, what I want to do is show you guys how to check your tandems to make sure that you are foolproof when you take off from a trucking yard, and that your trailer is 100% attached to your truck so that you do not have to worry about the trailer coming off the truck. There is a foolproof method that you could use that I could show you so that when you are on the road, not only could you look out for the safety of yourself, but you can look out for the safety of others. As a matter of fact, before I start this video, I would like to give a disclaimer. The clips that I show are not intended to embarrass or to point out any bad driver or any driver that makes a mistake, because truth be told, as a truck driver, we all make mistakes, especially when we're new and we're just getting out of trucking school. We all make mistakes. So I post these clips as a learnable, teachable experience so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that I've made in the past. And more importantly, you don't have to make the same mistake that you see others made in the past on clips that I post. So with that being said, we're going to get out and I'm going to teach you a foolproof way on how to make sure that your kingpin is attached to your fifth wheel before you take off from the trucking yard. For anybody that's new here, this is your boy LT. I work for JB Hunt and I do these videos for educational entertainment purposes. And I just wanted to bring you guys my life story. And we do a lot of educational videos to kind of teach people, because there are a lot of new truck drivers that are still finding their way in the trucking industry. So with that being said, we are going to get out and I'm going to show you guys how to go about checking your fifth wheel and kingpin properly, like an old school gentleman told me.
All right, so first thing we're going to do here is we are going to get between the landing gear to my right, and we're going to get between the mud flaps or the tandems to the left. This way you can get under the truck and you can see the fifth wheel and the kingpin properly to make sure that they're hitched properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to get under the truck. Now that we are under the truck, I'm going to show you what I do to make sure that they are attached. So if you can see under the truck, there is an area that you can see the kingpin come out. In that area, you want to make sure that the jaws are clamped to the kingpin so that when you take off, you have ultimate traction. Let's see if I can get in a little bit more. If you notice, the jaws are 100% around the kingpin there. So we know that when we take off, that this trailer is not going to detach from the truck. So every time that I get under the truck, especially if I'm on my new people, you want to check this and get under it and make sure that that clamp is properly attached around that fifth wheel. So that way when you take off, you know 100% that the kingpin is attached to the fifth wheel. You know, a lot of drivers just do the tug test, but the tug test is not 100% proof, because if it's slippery or you're in adverse weather conditions, the tug test cannot always be a good indicator on whether or not your trailer is attached to the truck. Also, this truck doesn't have it, but if you look on the side, you usually have a push pin, and the push pin sits about right here, and when it is out, you know that your kingpin is not attached to the truck. So you want to make sure that that pin is pushed in as well. On a yard truck like we have here, what we commonly do to make sure that the truck is locked is push this locking mechanism in. Once the locking mechanism is in, we know that the truck is attached to the trailer. And then once we look to unlock, we just take this pin, come back out with it, push it back in. So it works like this. To lock it, all the way up, all the way down. Bring it back, in, out.
Sorry about the noise, guys, but I hope that video was educational and I hope you learned something. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's your boy LT, back at it again with another one. Stay tuned for more trucking content and we will be back on the next one. Peace.